So as a salesperson, has any client or customer ever said to you, well, under the circumstances, I really can't right now? Like, what are they doing under the circumstances, right? Get out from under there, right? Life is choice. You want to live your life at cause. So I'm Mark Siegel. I'm your personal mind trainer, and I help you to not only get out from under the circumstances, but to get on top of the circumstances and create the ideal scenarios that you want. And how do you do that? By learning conversational hypnotic language, you'll become a more confident and persuasive communicator so that you can affect the mindset of your client in a way that gets them out of the way of their own excuses. So years ago, I had a cabinet shop and we're installing this job for one of the top lawyers in our area. And, very prestigious, nice, like white ash burl cabinets. It was like beautiful, beautiful. And we had like a whole desk and we had wall units and we had a whole credenza that wrapped around the room. And this guy was so big and so busy that he couldn't even stay out of his office for a couple of minutes while we were setting everything up. So we basically brought all the cabinets in, put the countertops on top of it. Nothing was screwed together. And while we're installing the bookshelves, he's already like got papers spread out with his assistant and they're going through all this stuff. But he's, like a top lawyer, almost like the level of like a politician, or he decides who gets into politics. I don't know, but very prestigious, an older gentleman, maybe 60 plus years, with all the right amount of gray hair and whatnot, certainly had a lot of wisdom and success in his life. You could see it. And, I'm working with my 23-year-old assistant, who's probably about 400 pounds, 23 years old, young, lots of energy. And he's talking about his girlfriend and he's telling me all these things that, he can't do because of his girlfriend and blah, 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 excuse. And I'm like, well, why don't you just change that, right? And he's like, well, under the circumstances, there's nothing I can do. Now, this lawyer, who I thought wasn't paying any attention, slams the papers down on the desk, jumps up on his desk. I don't know how he even did that, right? And I'm worried because nothing's screwed together and it's kind of like shaky. And he's looking down on this kid saying, what are you doing under those circumstances? Get out from under those circumstances. You think I got to where I am by being under the circumstances? No, I create circumstances that are ideal for the level of success that is to be had out there. So this is really the mindset that you can have and the right attitude. You might not necessarily say it or even try and jump up on a desk like the lawyer, but really you want that level of energy and confidence and enthusiasm in the message and the product and the service that you have to deliver. So if you'd like to develop that within yourself, again, I'm Mark Siegel. I'm your personal mind trainer, and I'd like to help you become a more confident and persuasive communicator to sell more easily.